Welcome to Faith and Freedom. For the next few minutes, we hope to inform, inspire, and encourage you as we discuss legal victories and challenges to your fundamental freedom and religious liberties. Faith and Freedom comes to you from Liberty Counsel, a civil liberties education and legal defense organization. Join us now as Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel, explains the latest legal issues all across this country. In the courtrooms of America, Liberty Counsel is winning the battle for your constitutional freedom.
There's a family glitch in the ObamaCare law, and hundreds of thousands of children will now fall through the cracks. Hi, I'm Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel. Joining me is Matt Barber, vice president of Liberty Counsel Action. Well, Matt, yesterday, the ObamaCare law went into effect on October the 1st. But now we know, and it's been known for a while, that there's a so-called family glitch in the law, and as many as 500,000 or more children will now fall through the cracks. They will not be able to get insurance either through dependent coverage or even going out through an exchange. This is a problem in the drafting of the law. There's no way that it's going to be fixed because it would require both the House and the Senate to propose an amendment and to pass it and have it signed into law. And there's no way that the House is going to propose an amendment that fixes anything of the Obamacare law. They're wanting to obviously move forward, as most Americans are, to simply destroy it and get rid of it.
Yeah, and well, they should. I mean, one thing after another with this law, and it's becoming less and less popular, even with liberals who supported it originally. And Matt, you know, yesterday on Faith and Freedom, I mentioned one word to describe this Obama administration, lawless. I think maybe there's a better word to describe the Obama, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid triumvirate that rammed this Obamacare through on Christmas Eve in the cover of darkness in 2009. And again, that word is incompetence, because, you know, this is what happens when you listen to, at the time, the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, and pass a bill so that you can see what's in it. What you find out is in it is it's riddled with incompetence.
It's riddled with errors
and literally
and
now, parents are going to have to pay thousands of dollars, and the parents who currently have their children insured under Obamacare now, their children will be taken off their insurance, and there's no means to put them back on an insurance plan. How do we even fix this?
This is a problem with the law, the way it was drafted, and this is just one of many problems. And this is the weight of Obamacare is going to continue to press down on people. And when they begin to feel it, like the unions have now had a change of mind because they've now started to feel the pressure of Obamacare, how it's actually destroying their health insurance benefits, they're starting to push back and say, hey, we don't like this. This is nonsense, even though the unions supported it. Well, now we're going to see this happen to families, and children are now, unfortunately, going to be part of this Obamacare atrocity. What happened is when the Obamacare law was passed, it requires that employers provide what's called essential coverage. Well, essential coverage is up to the Department of HHS, Health and Human Services, to determine what is essential coverage. You may already have good benefits, but they say that they're going to tell you whether your benefits are good enough or not. So it has to meet that requirement. The second thing it has to meet is what's called the affordable requirement. The affordability requirement means that the premiums can't be more than 9.5% of your income. And if it is, then that particular individual will be considered not affordable, and there will be a penalty for the employer, and that individual will be able to go out and get some kind of health insurance exchange. The problem, however, is that this 9.5% only covers the individuals who are employed, and they forgot to actually put in that it should cover the entire family. So you have a mom or dad that's working, and they've got dependent coverage. Now some of these kids are not going to be able to get insurance through the employer, and they won't be able to get the insurance from the exchange. They will have no insurance. So when mom or dad need insurance, they won't have any. They'll have to go out and pay out of their pocket whenever their sons or daughters need medical care.
Yeah. Matt, let's talk about auto insurance for a minute. What happens if a car, the emergency brake slips and the car goes off the cliff's edge and crashes in the cavern below? You don't say, okay, well, let's try to fix it. What you do is you total it out. The insurance company says, no, this is unfixable. This cannot be fixed. So Obamacare, which has within it as a provision a death panel that gets to decide, who is deserving of medical attention and who is not. Obamacare needs to face the death panel. That's Congress. The only thing to do is to total out this wrecked jalopy and to start from scratch all over again. And I hope that Congress will act as the Obamacare death panel and pull the plug of life support on this thing.
There's a series of illogical errors and problems within Obamacare. And there's not going to certainly be the political will of both houses to fix it. And certainly there's not the will of the people to fix it as well. So what you're going to have happen is the weight of Obamacare is now starting to settle down on individuals. And it'll continue to settle down as we move through the rest of this year and moving into the next year. And when the people there in the grassroots, when moms and dads and people of just common, ordinary life begin to feel the weight of Obamacare, they're going to push back, as they already have. And so the crescendo of voices is going to increase. That already has happened within the organized unions. They were the big supporters, and they're pushing back. Medical companies like the Orlando Regional Medical Center down in Central Florida, Mayo Clinic, the Cleveland Health Clinic, those and many others are laying off because of Obamacare. There's companies that say, like UPS, we're not going to cover certain dependents anymore. You're going to have to go into the exchanges. And what that means for some who are eligible for the exchanges and can go out and get their own insurance through the exchanges, which these kids are not going to be. These kids will not be able to get insurance through the employer or through the exchanges. So they're in a limbo. But those that may be eligible for the exchanges, the premiums are going to be on average between $5,600 and $15,700 per family.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an expensive endeavor. And so those that get pushed out or have no insurance going into the exchanges, it's going to be anything but affordable. The Affordable Health Care Act is absolutely misnamed.
Yeah, well, you have to wonder, Matt. One of two things happened here. Either those who drafted this bill are stupid, or it was designed to fail. Those are really the only two options here.
Well, I think that's probably a little bit of both.
Okay. Well, I think
because you have Senator
right.
Max Baucus, right?
Yeah.
A Democratic senator who was a prime supporter and motivator and sponsor of the Obamacare law, right?
Right.
So now as it gets to the point where it's coming into implementation, he calls it a train wreck. Well, he was the person behind it.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was the person on the Senate side, Harry Reid and others, but he was the primary mover on the Senate side. And he calls it a train wreck, and he decided he's not going to run for office again because of Obamacare. So how can you create something that's so stupid like this that you now say it's a train wreck? And it's simply because of an ideological-driven president. I want this government takeover of the health care market, and I don't care what the people think, and let's ramrod it through the House and the Senate so we can get our way.
Yeah, the great Obama's socialist utopia is not so utopian. And, but you can recall, but when he was campaigning for president the first time, Matt, he said, right on camera, admitted, it may take us 4 or 5 years to get to the ultimate goal, the preferred goal, which is a single-payer healthcare system. That is to say, complete government socialized medicine. So again, call me a conspiracy theorist here, but I have to wonder if the incompetence that is manifest within this law, I have to wonder if it wasn't put in place for a reason so that it would be unworkable. It could not work. So then the only alternative, I guess, at that point in the minds of many would be to just go to the single-payer system. I really believe that there's a certain element of truth to that.
No, I think that's true. When Obama was running for office, he says it may take 5, 10, 15 years, but we will have a single-payer system. And this particular law, I think, is designed to fail. And we're starting to see it. I hope, and we're going to continue to put pressure on members of Congress through your voice. We're making information available to you. You can go to libertycounsel.com where you can sign petitions and you can get involved. in this debate. We're also on the legal side challenging Obamacare at the United States Supreme Court. So we're challenging it both from the legal side and also from the political side. Either way, we're not going to rest until Obamacare is ultimately done away with and overturned. It was a bad concept from the very beginning. It destroys liberty. It is anti-life and anti-religious freedom. Go to Liberty Counsel's website, libertycounsel.com, to sign this and other petitions. You can also sign up for our regular emails right there at libertycounsel.com as well. You can go to Liberty Counsel's other website, our main one, lc.org, to make an online contribution to Liberty Counsel and also order our additional resources from Liberty Counsel, or call today at 1-800-671-1776, or go to lc.org.
You have been listening to Faith and Freedom with Liberty Counsel. We hope that we have motivated you to stand up for your faith, family, and freedom. We can accomplish a lot when we work together. Get informed and get involved today. Sign up for our free monthly newsletter, The Liberator. We will send it out to you free of charge. Stay informed with our Liberty Alert email updates. Just click on the website at www.lc.org or call us at 1-800-671-1776. Tune in next time to learn more about your rights right here on Faith and Freedom.